It's a wonderful feeling. Also, because of the circumstances of the game, you know, having played well, but then you're behind 2-1, and you're thinking, well, maybe it's not our day. We've had 2 crossbars, a post, a penalty that shouldn't have been given. And football can be like that. There's a lot of randomness associated with it. You can plan and the best you can and try and implement the tactics, and the players were doing that well, and then you get things that just come out of nowhere. But you have to deal with it. You have to use it as motivation to go on and do even better. And the players showed that in the second half, you know, particularly going behind 2-1 with one of their only chances of the game, and then to get back in it. But not only that, to push and push and push right to the very end to get the victory. And there was only one result for us today that was going to be satisfying and what we wanted, and that was a win. That was it, nothing else.
You touched on the penalty decision as well. I guess after that was relief, a big feeling that you weren't left to reflect on that as a defining moment in the game?
Yeah, of course. Unfortunately, it was early in the game, and you still got time to do something about it. But yeah, I mean, nothing you can do at that point. You know, once it's given, and not only it's given, they score from it. Nothing you can do but go on and do the best you can still in all aspects of the game.
This week, sorry, with there's a meeting with IFAB, the International Football Association board, this week about video technology. After your experience today and last week at Chelsea, is video technology something you think you'd welcome in the game?
100%. And I really don't understand why this takes so long to do it. It's been spoken about for years and years and years, and the next thing it will be a trial, and then it will be implemented in another year or 2 years. But these things are happening now, and I feel for the referees. You know, I referee games in training all the time, and sometimes I guess what the decision is. Sometimes I go off the reaction of the players, but I do try and call it honestly, and it is very hard in real time to get some decisions correct. What's bizarre is the referee, assistants and fourth official, the only people in the stadium that do not have the help that they need, and they need it more than anybody. Media have got it, technical staff can get it, fans have got it real time on their mobile devices or whatever they're carrying. The only one that doesn't get the help is the one that needs it the most.
Has Anthony Taylor explained to you why he gave the penalty, Paul? Because it looked quite clear that it was Sam Vokes' hand. Have you spoken to him? Or?
Yeah, I did. I spoke to him at half time when he came in, and he said that he'd made, in what his opinion was, an honest decision, and I don't think there would be any other. He wouldn't be any other way, but it was clearly a mistake.
Did you realise at that point, at half time, it was a mistake?
I realised 30 seconds after the incident. Someone told me from the backroom staff who'd been able to see it and said it was. I still haven't seen it. It was Vokes' hand and arm, and not a hand or arm of one of our players.
Did Anthony Taylor tell you that he realised he made a mistake at half time?
No, and my belief is that they don't review any video until after the game. So he still only had the view that he had to make the decision.
Well, you just asked you about Fernando Llorente came up with, it was a great goal, the first one at the far post, first cross, and the second one just when he needed it most. I mean, his contribution has been significant again.
Yes, I've just been asked about him on TV as well and with the radios, and I'm not sure there's a better player in Europe at attacking crosses. I've worked with some good ones, and Andy Carroll gets spoken about a lot. If you get good balls into the box, what he's able to do. But that's some key goals he's come up with. 2 today, the header away at Liverpool, in addition to the set play that he scored as well. He's had a hand in goals as well with assists. So a big credit to him, but also a big credit to the team as well. that they're executing the plan as we spoke about. When we get it in wide areas, he needs quality crosses into the box. And some fantastic deliveries in there today.
Paul, when the referee sees the decision back with the penalty, would you expect an apology for him?
I don't know, and I'm not sure it makes a lot of difference, to be honest, now. I haven't seen it, so it's difficult to comment on that decision that he's made.
Paul, on the winner, Sean Dyche suggested he felt that there'd been a push in the back of the defender by Fernando as he's going up to head it. I take it you wouldn't agree with that point of view?
I think earlier in the game there was a cross that went into the box and Leroy Fair came in, and for me that's a challenge. That's a challenge. It's not unfair by either player, and a foul was called. I didn't think that was, and I didn't think Llorente's was either. And that's watching the game live. That's not having looked at it on video. Yeah, I will do that later on.
Paul, the team seems to react really well to adversity now, which it didn't before Christmas. Is that something that comes from just winning, or is that a focus of yours? Conceding goals, bad refereeing decisions, that kind of stuff. Before Christmas, that would happen at Swansea. You see another 2 or 3 goals going afterwards as a result. Is that an initiative on your part?
Difficult to say what the reason is. Whether it's belief from we've worked hard during the week and we've got full confidence in delivering the plan on the pitch. Now, I've always said to the players that when a goal goes in for you or against you, it's the score line, it's not the result. So goes for you, goes against you. You've got to keep going. You've got to play 90 minutes, and in a lot of games now, the 4 goes up, the 5 goes up. You have to keep going and keep going right till the very end. When I came in first day, and I spoke to the players before the game against Crystal Palace, I said to them, "Look, show me tonight. The only thing I want to see is that you have got, that you're going to show character, that you're up for the fight." We were bottom on 12 points at that time, bottom on 12 points. And I saw it that day, and I've seen it in every game since. And it's a very important characteristic and quality that's going to help us hopefully stay and play at this level of football.
How's Carl Norton?
No news at the moment. He's got something in the hamstring, and what we're not sure at the moment if that was just cramp through fatigue or whether there is some sort of muscle damage there. But we need it to just settle down a minute, and he'll have the normal diagnosis. It will probably involve a scan, and then we'll know if there is any injury or not. But no news at the moment.
And a huge win today, but I see no complacency or let up from your end. Still, the task remains in front of you, doesn't it?
Of course. But, we're making steps in the right direction. 11 games to go. We know that this is a big month for us, having played some really difficult teams and gone to some really difficult places recently in Man City and Liverpool and Chelsea. And I'm really pleased that that's three home wins on the bounce here now. 27 points, 5 points above 17th place. On the morning of the 3rd of January, it was 12 points and 4 points off of safety. So it's been a good shift, but we got a lot of work to do still. A lot of work to do.
Okay,